What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for a special podcast for you involving my top 5 greatest, best moments in the WWE for 2017. You know, 2017 is rapidly coming to a close, and it's time for all of us to start counting down our top 5 greatest moments and our top 5 worst moments in the WWE. I will have a podcast for each. This one is the top 5 best. Later on this month, I'll have the top 5 worst. Very difficult to pinpoint each one because WWE has had just a year. I mean, it's had some good moments and it's had some bad moments. Some good things have come out of this year, no question about that. But then the bad stuff that's happened that has just overwhelmed all of us wrestling fans. So it was hard to come up with this list, but it's a pretty good list for you wrestling fans. So let's dive into it. Coming in at number 5, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens rivalry. Now, I know some of you is going to say, well, this started back in 2016. Yes, it did. As we all know, it started back in 2016 when they were friends, and the whole getting the Universal Championship and the United States Championship right before the Royal Rumble and all that stuff. Very intriguing stuff, very entertaining stuff that we were watching, and then it moved on to Goldberg versus Kevin Owens because of the Festival of Friendship and Kevin Owens having to wrestle Goldberg because Chris Jericho accepting that match right before the Festival of Friendship. All of this building up. And Kevin Owens just getting lit, getting a fire lit underneath him, and Chris Jericho just getting put on the list of Kevin Owens. Very intriguing stuff. And it was a side that we hadn't seen from Kevin Owens since the days of NXT. Now, what made this so special and what made this so important for 2017 is the fact that he moved on to SmackDown, became the face of America, and then this rivalry that he's having with the Authority and tearing down the McMahon family, ripping apart Mr. McMahon, beating Shane McMahon inside Hell in a Cell, helping out Sami Zayn, which I know that's going to lead to probably WrestleMania 34 matchup, but it's still helping out Sami Zayn right now, and everything else that is going on with him. All that definitely was a boost and a good push of what Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens did last year and the first part of 2017. Coming in at number 4, Samoa Joe moving to the main roster. Samoa Joe did absolutely fantastic this year. Definitely belongs on this list. First being Triple H's lackey and destroying Seth Rollins, almost making it where he doesn't even make it to WrestleMania 33 and facing Triple H. And then making every single fan, every single person behind the curtain a believer when he was in the rivalry with the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Every one of them. That he was a main event player. because that rivalry, even though the match wasn't anything special at Great Balls of Fire, was gold. Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe during that 4-week span did a great job building up that matchup. Absolutely fantastic. And that put Samoa Joe in the main event of SummerSlam. No question about that. So, Samoa Joe definitely belongs on this list with everything he's done. Coming in at number 3, Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman's rivalry. This was probably by far one of the most entertaining rivalries that the WWE produced in 2017. You know, when I think of a rivalry that really sticks out and really just, that I can remember Monday Night Raws. This is segments that I remember from Monday Night Raws. Not a lot of things you remember from Raw anymore, but Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman segments when Braun Strowman tipped over the ambulance, or when Roman Reigns, ran into the ambulance, and Braun Strowman was sitting there and it blew up and he still walked out of it. You remember stuff like that. They were very intriguing and very entertaining. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, two superstars that just matched. Two peas in a pod as far as being able to work together inside the squared circle. Fantastic. These two superstars are. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but when it comes to this rivalry, awesome. Next up, number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura coming to the main roster. When John Cena left, they needed that guy that could stand out on SmackDown. He did it. He does it. His entrance, how everybody sings along with it, everything. Shinsuke Nakamura has it. Now, some of you might say, well, he's been fed the Jinder Mahal. He loses, and all this junk. Right? However, I think still, even though he's been treated like dirt when it comes to his matches, he has added a lot to the roster because of match quality with some of the superstars that we would not have if Shinsuke Nakamura was not on the roster, and that is a very important part of wrestling, match quality. And if things continue the way they are, and I am hoping that the phenomenal AJ Styles retains his championship at Clash of Champions, then hopefully Nakamura and AJ Styles can face each other at WrestleMania 34, which we would not see if Nakamura didn't come up to the main roster. And speaking of AJ Styles, coming in at number 1, AJ Styles winning the WWE Championship. That comes in at number 1. Definitely. He took that title and brought prestige back to it when he stripped the championship away from Jinder Mahal, which was a fatal mistake, a huge mistake. He made that championship worth watching again, because the championship wasn't even in the main event spotlight. They weren't even highlighting it anymore. Now they do on SmackDown Live. Now they do on WWE TV. Very intriguing stuff. And every match he puts on, it is a entertaining, intriguing match we get invested in. So AJ Styles definitely deserves the WWE Championship and definitely belongs on this list for winning the title and bringing us a great match at Survivor Series 2017 with Brock Lesnar, which we wouldn't have gotten with Jinder Mahal. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below if you agree with my 5 choices. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook at 2007 Webby, everything else that I've told you. Go back and watch everything on the channel that you've missed this week. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.